folks, welcome to the channel. This is episode 15 of the 1964 Francis Barnett project, and I don't know if you can see what's on the bench there. Let me see if I can get a better view there. The crank and the bottom end is back from the motorcycle shop. They fitted the bearings for me, they fit the seals for me and give it to me like that. So I've just got to clean the surfaces up a little bit. They are clean, I just wipe them off, etc. Put some gasket sealant on there and squish them together and tie them up. So should we do that? Cup of tea. Lovely. Well, that's the surface is clean. I'm just going to wipe them with a cloth and put some sealant on. Be right back. My tube is sealer. Got a hole in it, so this might be a bit messy. Like I say, messy job. Right, gasket sealant on, let's tap it down. Right, let me get this bolted up. Right, I got all the bolts in. I'm just going to tighten them up. all tight, leave it for a few hours and see if it holds oil. Right, welcome to the workshop. Let's put this engine together. That's the gearbox on the crank. All spins quite nicely now with the new bearings, new seals and everything in it. Just needs a bit of a clean up and we get going. Just trying to pull the gudgeon pin through. It's very tight, too tight really. That's enough. Right, let me find a circlip for it. Well, I think that's a lesson on how not to put a barrel and piston on, but I'm just going to stick the circlip in. And I haven't got a pair of circlip pliers that fit these, so That's a bit fiddly. Right, I managed to get the gudgeon pin in and get the circlip in, so let's put the barrel on, shall we? Right, bear with me. Ah, barrel on. Put some nuts on it. Spanner to tighten them up with. Right, that's the barrel on the engine, piston in, tightened down. Let's get it back in the frame and go from there. Right, I've got the head and the gasket on there. I've just put some washers on these. They didn't have washers when we took it apart, so I hope these are all right. Let's have a put that up. Well, by my torque settings, I say that's on there. Hello there, Steve from Furlough's Bikes. Welcome to the workshop. And as you can see, I'm going to start putting the engine back together, or the side of the engine back together. I'm going to put the electrics back on and put the gearbox back in and seal it up. That's the plan. Stay tuned. So, like always, tea first. Oh, lovely. put a little points cam back on the crank. Little wood rough key back in the crank. Yeah, I didn't think the key stayed in there. Let's have a look. Well, I'll tighten it up and I can lock the crank. Yeah, so I've got to find a nut and a washer for there. I'll tighten this up for now. Once we've got the gearbox and that in, we'll lock the crank and tighten all those up. Small bead of a gasket sealant. Put the gearbox in. All I'm putting this case on for is so I can screw through and tighten the gearbox up until that seal goes off. I won't seal this one up yet because we've still got to tighten things up. Yeah, like I say, just got that cover on just to hold the gearbox in, because it takes about 24 hours for that sealant to go off. That's locked solid, and then come in and tighten this up, spin the bike round, put the timing, the drivetrain on it, and the clutch on it, and lock the engine and tighten it all up. That's the plan. Right, I've got a little wood rough key in the vise here, and it's too big, so I'm going to grind it down a bit. I'll let that cool off a bit. They're pretty solid, these things, so it takes some time to get this right. Yeah, so I cut the old key down. Let's take this out. Put the key in the crank. Put the magnet on. There's no play there now. That there was a little bit of play there before on the smaller key. So, yeah, I think we can call that a win. Well, that's tight now. I'll knock the washer over, and so here we go. Yeah, we've got the generator and electrics and that all on there now, all bolted up as they should be, all ready to go. Now we'll definitely be able to see if we can get a spark on that without putting this outer casing on. And that I want to wait until the last moment to stick that all back together. But anyway, yeah, another job done. Hello there. Yeah, I've got the engine sprocket on, tightened it up after I had to make a few grinder adjustments to my spanner that I bought, the wrong one. But anyway, it worked and it's all done up tight, so that's good. I'm going to put the inner casing on now. I'm going to clean it up first. Right, I've got the clutch basket on. I'm just going to tighten it up now. I haven't got anything to hold this with, so I'm going to try it with these Stilsons and see if I can get away with it. That's tight. Oh, I'm just going to put the engine sprocket on. This sprocket here, if I can. Yeah, there she goes. Alright, I've got a little bit of a problem with the nut that holds the front sprocket on. It's definitely not going on now. I think it's been stripped at some point, or with me or whatever. So I'm going to have to get a new nut or tap and die set that will fit this and just clean these threads up. So I have to wait for that. But in the meantime, put the clutch plates in, clean them up, put the clutch plates in. That's my plan. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but I'm doing it. Right, let me give these a good clean up. I'll be back. So I'm just putting the clutch springs on, and these are tricky little things, and they do tend to fly across the workshop. I've already lost one. I'm going to have to dig the whole place out to find it. Oh, Burlow's bikes. Right, those ones are in. This one's obviously missing the screw part because it's, like I say, flown across the workshop, the shed. I've got to find that before I can do that. It's coming together. Time for a cuppa. Lovely.